Welcome to today's show with Phil. We're going to have a discussion. Now, I've been reading stories on Facebook and I've been reading on the news outlets. And Nick Saban's been having some major, you know, voice talks about recruiting in the other colleges. Well, he picked one he wanted to poke at. Bad move. You want to poke fun at the college that actually renovated their stadium. Um, you want to go poke fun at the college who got grants for engineering and veterinary medicine and training new doctors to tackle health problems and stuff. You're in for a rough fight. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Nick Saban, the football coach at Alabama. You know, at one time I made a comment. The glory of a college football program being winning all the time, year after year, will eventually have to come to an end. And the underdog will topple the repeat winner. It happens in every school. So, um, now I'm going to go ahead and put this. I'm going to put up these comments. And he's talking to another sportscaster called ESPNU, which I find very odd. So we're going to go ahead and get this article off at WWWSI, which is SportsIllustrated.com. College 22 519 Nick Saban. He apologizes. I don't know if the apology is going to hold water or not. Um, all I'm going to say is, we live in a world where freedom is under attack, really, seriously. We have criminals operating in the main enterprises. All right? And I'm going to go ahead and post up here, and I'm going to share it with you on this today's show. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it up here. Alright, I don't know how to get rid of this damn black screen right here. Alright, actually, everybody knows what I look like, and they know what YouTube channel I host. So, I don't know what this black bar is. I don't know how to get rid of it. Nah, I don't want them to send me nothing. Okay. Oh, here's a YouTube video. Okay. All right. This is Madeline Coleman. She did the contributing to the article. Nick Saban apologizes for singling out Jimbo Fisher and Deion Sanders in the NIL comments. NIL means name, image, and likeness. And you can, it's on this is a Sports Illustrated channel. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Hours after Jimbo Fisher blasted Nick Saban and labeled him a narcissist after questionable comments from the Alabama coach, Saban apologized not just to Texas A&M coach but also Deion Sanders. I should have never singled anybody out, Saban said on ESPN radio's off campus. That was a mistake, and I apologize for that part of it. Really? He wants to apologize for that part of it, but what about the other parts where he's over there poking it at the schools that are successful? Huh? He later added, I wasn't really saying anybody did anything illegal using NIL. Well, then what the heck was he saying? So what goes up and stays up must come down. That's the law of nature, everybody. And I wasn't really saying anybody did anything illegal using NIL. That was something assumed by what I said. It's not what I meant. And what he meant by that? There's nothing illegal about doing this. It's the system. It's the system. That's the issue I have. Hey, players want to go elsewhere and make the school great that they want to go to. They want to go out and make the school great. They want to play. They want to have fun. Oh, warning. I need to give you a warning shot up here. To the Aggies and the Jaguar State University Tigers, I want you to keep your cool, all right? Don't get mad over nothing, all right? That NIL program that's been initiated by NCAA has been in effect. A student that is really good on the field can go any college he wants to. All right? Now, this is what Saban said about the Aggies, and it really ticked off. He also went up to Jackson State. That's a big mistake. Deion Sanders used to play for the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s to 2000. He became a head coach. All right. He said he not only said the Aggies bought every player, he also went after Jackson State. And Saban said via Kerry Thompson of Mississippi Clarion Ledger, Jackson State paid a guy $1 million last year. He was a really good Division I player to come to school. It was in the paper. They bragged about it. Nobody did anything about it. Well, I got bad news for you. That is equivalent to fanning a small flame turned into a big fire, I'm afraid. And
you've read about them. You know who they are. I mean, we were second in recruiting last year. A&M was first. A&M bought every player on their team. Made a deal for name, image, and likeness. All right, we didn't buy one player. All right, but I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it.
Hey, that come out of his mouth. It come out of mine. And the Alabama coach did not specify a player he was referring to. It was likely Travis Hunter, top recruiter of the country, who originally committed to Florida State before flipping to Jackson State in December. Now, on behalf of Travis Hunter, he wanted to go to Jackson State. He wanted to go there. That was his choice. And you get mad because somebody else chooses a school over yours, you're gonna have to get used to this. Oh, by the way, Alabama Roll Tide is already overrated anyways. And oh my, this is gonna be interesting to see. Now, I'm going to a tweet. Coach Prime, that's Deion Sanders. You best believe I will address that lie Coach Saban told tomorrow. I was awakened by my son. Shizzy Sanders that sent me the article stated, we paid Travis Hunter Jr. $1 million to play at Go Jackson University Tigers football. We as people don't have to pay our people to play with our people. Oh my God. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this this tweet from the coach Prime. It's right there. And it's a shame we have to do this. It's really despicable. Fisher said Thursday. It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody, and more apparently, 17-year-old kids are taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their family, and they're broke state laws that we bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. This is what Fisher said. But Fisher did not stop there. He later added, some people think they're God. Go dig how God did this deal, and you may find out a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the star of college football. Go dig into his past. Hmm. No. They called him what they call him a narcissist. And SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey issued a public reprimand for both Saban and Fisher Thursday afternoon, saying in part, a hallmark of SEC is intense competition within an environment of collaboration. Public criticism of any kind does not resolve issues. It creates distraction from seeking solutions for the issues facing college athletics today. There's a tremendous frustration concerning absence of consistent rules from state to state related to game, name, image, and likeness. We need to work together to find a solution that will focus on upcoming SEC spring meetings. Oh my. So, Iowa AD thinks NCAA should change transfer rule amid NIL concerns. Former LSU star Tyrann Mathieu praised his new coach, Brian Kelly. Mm. Um, um, so I'm going to post these links in my YouTube video in regard to this. Now, this is today's show with Phil in regards to sports between Texas A&M and Alabama. Now, had NIL never existed, we probably would have, they probably would have the intense recruiting. But the games have changed. All right. And I'm getting to let you know that it's going to get, I don't know. I don't know how this landscape is shaping up. Players can go into a transfer portal and transfer elsewhere. You know, I don't know what all that all ties up. Maybe you can explain to me in a comment below. So I just want to talk about sports. Now this here, two coaches going at each other in using the discussing publicity of pointing fingers at each other. You really can taint both programs. Don't get me wrong, Alabama has a good program. But we're seeing that Nick Saban has got cracks in the program. They're showing up. Everybody can see it. And some of his top players are transferring. Hmm. I don't know what's going on. And many people who've been under Jim Fisher, whether they be at Florida State, they're transferring to A&M. Let me tell you what. Some of these school people that transferred to A&M are building that program up. It's not Jimbo Fisher building that program. It's the team that's building it. You know, and I am excited to see what the football season looks like. All right, I want to hear what you got to say in the comments below. Okay, thank you, and you have a good day. All right.